Personally, I've had a licence in 1994, so 16 years. This business as such, Wessex Cars, we started back in 1992. My brother started it with the other director, Terry. But, Mike's now retired to Tenerife, so I took over the business about 6 years ago. When we first started back in 1992, you take bookings and write them down on some paper, hand them to an operator, he'd enter it into a book. Since then we've moved on to a computerised dispatching system, and since then we've now moved on, we had data terminals in the vehicle, which is the jobs would be received via radio wave through the radio, and all the details would appear on the data head. We've now stepped on again from that, and we now have PDAs in the vehicle, handheld palms, and they now don't have to be in the car. It's all sent via GPRS. We've got global positioning on them, so you can actually tell where the driver is. So rather than telling you what we used to call as a long bonnet, you'd say, "Where are you?" So, well, I'm in Stanmore, and they're only in Winnell because they know all the works in Stanmore. Go, "Yeah, I'm in Stanmore." So you go, "Okay, I've got a job there," and then 10 minutes later the customer would phone and go, "Where's my car?" Well, he said he was clearing Stanmore. "Where are you now?" "Oh, I'm just stuck behind the bin lorry. I'll be 2 minutes." And he's still battling up through the centre of town. So now with technology, there's not a second guess as to where he is. We know exactly where he is. They don't tell us, we know where they are. So better job issuing, so when we're giving a job out, we can pick the closest car. We've had a variety of journeys. One of our longest probably is to Belgium. We had a family which we got on very well with as a customer. He wanted to take his family to Europe, didn't like driving, so at that point we had a minibus. So he hired us to go down and pay for us to go down. So we're just two drivers. It was my brother and another driver, Graham, that did it, and they took him down to Belgium, right the way through France, and had a really good time. When we had the floods in Winchester, you get customers phoning up and saying, "Can you send me a taxi?" You say, "Well, where are you?" "We're down in Water Lane." "Well, Water Lane's flooded." "Yeah, I know, I can't get out of the car, but I've got to get a taxi." I said, "Well, we don't have boats, we've only got cars, madam. If you can't get your car out, we can't get our car in." "But you're a taxi company, surely I want a taxi at my house." So, "Well, I'm sorry, unless you've got some inflatable tyres or something we put around it, we can't get down there." So yeah, sometimes people think again with the recent snows, it's if people phone up, "I can't get out of my drive, can you get a car up?" "Well, where do you live?" "Up St Giles Hill." "Well, it's an off-made track and you've just said it's dangerous." "Well, yes, but I've got to get into town, I need to go to lunch." So, well, we'll get as close as you can. If you could walk. I said, "Surely you're a taxi, haven't you got a 4x4? So, people think we can produce Marios, as a taxi company, we should always be able to get to their door, but not always the case.